Hi everyone, hope everyone is doing okay. In this video, I wanted to give an overview of my entry for Ludum Dare 46. For those of you who don't know what Ludum Dare is, it's an online event where you have to create a game over a weekend from scratch. So my entry was Dog Signal, and I'll just quickly give you a brief overview of what the game was about and the intention behind it. At the time the event was announced, I didn't have my Wacom tablet with me. It was locked up in the office. So I had to improvise and I used an application on iPad called Adobe Flex, and I just attached a screenshot here. One big challenge that I faced with the drawing on iPad is that to draw any sprites of the same size, you have to use a lot of layers. This game is sort of a remake of an old arcade game called Ponoyo, and you can see the screenshot here. The pig is trying to kill a lot of wolves, I think. And you can see there are 4 different spots from where the wolf is spawning. And there are 2 different colors of balloons, so some balloons are more tough and need to shoot the arrow twice to hit the wolves there. Uh, so I was not able to implement that, but that's on my wish list. Anyways, let's move on to Unity. So here we are in Unity, and this is the splash start screen for the game. As you can see, I tried to match the theme of the game, except for this drop down, which I implemented at the very last moment. Uh, so whenever you are making an indie game, you need to play it a lot to figure out what elements make the game fun, what variables to change. Should it be the spawning rate at which the enemy is coming, or the spawning rate of the shooting? Uh, so I didn't get time to do that. Therefore, I just change a lot of variables and put them into 3 different categories, and it's up to the user to figure out which mode they like most. The player doesn't move smoothly. There's an increment move to it, and that's to make it more challenging to play. I experimented with both the ways, and I thought this was more interesting. Obviously, the people who played the game, they were mixed opinions, so I couldn't come to a conclusion whether smooth would be nice or increment movement would be nice. And how this is achieved is a very simple script. In my just transform position, I am just adding a fixed variable, right? Um, Same thing with the arrow. How the arrow is spawned is after a fixed interval, and once an enemy is shot, then it can be immediately spawned back. Otherwise, but there is a delay in spawning the arrow. Now, the enemies are the most fun part of this game, and I really enjoyed bringing them to life. I'm spawning them at random intervals, otherwise, the game would look really boring. Also, you can just sit at the bottom and keep hitting them forever, and that'll work. Trust me, I tried that. Another thing that is crucial for this game was one balloon should come in front of another when they are rising up. So that will make you move the player up and down, and for that I had to make the rising speed variable as well. So it's again, in some scenarios it's more, for some enemies it's less. So with simple techniques like this, you can add complexity to the game, and I just tried doing that. The point from which the enemies take flights, they are simple box colliders, and again they are prefabs. I'm assigning one of these position at, again, at random, at the time enemies are spawned. So when enemy reach them and they know that this is their collider, they just take a flight from that point. So again, as I said, they are prefabs, and at later stage I was planning to drag more of them on the stage, so that more enemies can fly at the same time. I am working on improving this game further. This is a bit too small to release on a mobile platform, but probably HTML game on itch. I would definitely love to know if you have any cool ideas which we can introduce to make this game more fun. Some of my ideas are like an arrow that can kill all the enemies on the screen, additional animations, of course 2 hit point balloons. So, thanks for watching the video. Until next time.